Most revered Sarvabhutananji, the president of this seminar, revered Swami Atmajnanandaji, my dear brothers, brother monks on the stage, revered Maharaj in the audience, and my dear devotees. It is indeed a great opportunity for all of us to contemplate on the Holy Mother, Sarada Devi, to rethink about her life and teachings. As we all know, the present day human being is isolating himself from society and from his own self. He has no time to think about his health. He has no time to think about his family, his children, and as a consequence, is troubled by various ailments which are called today as social diseases or problems which come due to tension and other causes. Holy Mother, with her concern for everyone, her universal motherliness, stands as a remedy for today's human being. She is the ideal mother to whom we can look upon and learn from. It is said in the Chandi, Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Matra Rupena Samsthita. The Chandi does not say that this aspect of motherliness is there only in the women. Sarvabhuteshu, in all beings, in all creatures. The same idea is there in the Tantras and the Sankhya also. You find that all creatures are a combination of Purusha and Prakriti. But where do we find this manifestation of motherliness in all of us? It's very rare. Creatures like animals and birds, they have concern and affection for their offspring up to a limited point of time. Once the offspring grows up, the mother bird will peck it and try to push it out of the nest so that it goes and searches for its own food. Otherwise, there is going to be competition for its food within that small territory. So also, the animals. It is only the human being who can think of concern, love, and go on protecting his child or family members for a considerable period of time. But again, we find ordinary mothers cannot think of the higher aspect of life when it comes to their children. They would rather want them to settle down in life like themselves and probably get bound more to the world rather than think of liberating them from the worldly bondage. This is the difference between ordinary mothers and our Holy Mother, who always thought of trying to liberate all those who came to her, from wherever they came, whichever race they belonged to, whichever caste they belonged to. And again, an ordinary mother would behave differently to different people. When her daughter-in-law does not get up in the morning to give her her bed tea, she will have a big list of complaints against her. But if her daughter comes home and says, "Oh, my husband is so good, he gives me bed tea in the morning, I don't have to get up early," she is all praise for her good son-in-law. This is how we behave. Our vision is limited to our close family circle and not beyond that, not to the neighbor who stays by our side. But here is a woman who was born in a rural setting, but who expanded and expanded to embrace the whole world. We find a similar idea in the Devi Suktam, where Uma Haimavati says, Aham vadami jushtam devebhirutamānushebhihi yang kamaye tam krinomi tam ugram krinomi aham brahmanam tam rishim tam sumedham. She says, I tell you that I am propitiated, worshipped by the gods and men, and I instruct them about Brahman, the supreme truth. He who earns my favor, I make him the best of men, Sumedham. I make him Brahma, a sage, the wisest among men. And this is what Holy Mother did to all those children who came to her. Sri Ramakrishna would say, she is Gandhayini, she has come to give knowledge to the world. She is Saraswati. And then he also said, she has come to leave the ideal of motherhood of God behind. She represents the motherhood of God. Just imagine, Shamashundari Devi, Holy Mother's mother, was lamenting once that her daughter will not have the fortune of being called a mother by her own children. Sri Ramakrishna told her, you don't have to worry on that count. Your daughter will be called by so many people as mother, Ma, that she will be fed up of hearing that. So many people will throng to her, calling her mother, mother. Holy Mother used to stand by the gate at Jairambati, waiting for the devotees to come to her. And if nobody turned up one day, she would say, oh, no child of mine came today. She would utter to her own self. Those who could hear, they have left their reminiscences, saying Holy Mother would eagerly wait for her children to come to her. She would say, come my children, come here. I am waiting for you. Just like Sri Ramakrishna would call to his disciples when he was in Dakshineshwar, going to the rooftop and saying, where are you, my children, come. He would go and complain to the mother in the temple. You had told me that you will be sending me the choicest of disciples. Where are they? When will they come? Days are going by. We find the same attitude in Mother. She is eager to impart that knowledge which she has got from Sri Ramakrishna. The Mother did not need any language to communicate. Just as a child does not need a language to communicate with its mother, the Holy Mother could relate to her children, the devotees who came to her, in her own way. She used to give initiation when she went to the south to devotees who came to her in Chennai, in Bangalore. What was the language that she used to teach them? God knows. When others were there, they used to translate some things for her. But when she used to give them the mantra and teach them about repeating the mantra, about the japa, about where to meditate, she did it in her own way. And none of the devotees had any problem in understanding her. They used to feel blessed just by her presence. There was no need for any communication. They were just happy to be in her presence. She never hesitated to do anything that would give some relief to her children. No work was low or mean. No chore was bad in her eyes. When the devotees came to her in Jairamati. She would lift their plates after they had eaten, clean the place. Nalini Didi and others, the other ordinary women who could not think like the Holy Mother, who did not have the vision of Holy Mother, would immediately object. What is this? You are a Brahmin woman. How can you do such things? They belong to different castes. You will lose your caste. Holy Mother would say, what so? They all are my children. And will not the mother do these things for her own child? Swami Vishveshwarananda has narrated a beautiful incident. When he was in Jairamati, one day after his meal, the Holy Mother came and took away his plate, leaf plate, and was trying to clean the place. This Swami simply tried to stop Mother. Mother, what are you doing? I am your disciple. Why should you take my plate? I can do it myself. And Holy Mother says, my child, how many things the mother does for her child? And what have I done for you? You are all the choicest jewels that Sri Ramakrishna has brought. Can't I do this much for you? This was her attitude. The same Swamiji asked Mother, Mother, how do you look upon us? How do you see us? Mother first said, I look upon you all as Narayana. Then immediately the Swami asked her, Mother, if you look upon us as Narayana, then are we not your children? Then we cannot be your son or daughter because you are seeing God in us. How can you love us as your own son or child? The mother said, no, I look upon you as Narayana and as my own child, both at the same time. This was mother's vision. That was why she could think of the higher aspect of the child and not try to bind them down to the world. She could see the divinity which was within. And that is why, as Nirantaranji Maharaj was saying, she could not see the defect in people. She would always see the better aspect, the positive aspect. She would say, there are hundreds of people to see the defects. Why should I see them? Or why should you train yourself to see the defects in others? Try to see the positive side in people. She prayed to Banke Bihari in Vrindavan when she was there. Your form is crooked. You are bent in 3 places, but your mind is straight. Keep my mind that way, straight and pure, so that I don't see defects in others. See the attitude with which Mother used to look upon all those who came to her. All of them belonged to her, her family. There was nobody who was left out, including the animals. You find her teaching Gyan Maharaj that she is there in the cat too. The cat is not to be ill-treated. And you have the famous incident of Amjad. How she loved Amjad. When she was in Jairamati, one day, when she was sick, Amjad came after a long time to see the mother. Mother was sleeping. Amjad came and peeped through the window. He saw mother sleeping there. Mother looked towards Amjad and said affectionately, "Oh Amjad, it is you. Why have you not come for a long time? What happened?" There was so much of love and concern in her voice. Amjad immediately said, "Ma, I was in the jail. I was caught because I was stealing a cow. Here is a Brahmin widow, a guru, who is hearing to this, that this fellow was arrested because he had stolen a cow. But she does not bother to ask him why he went and stole a cow, that it is bad, it is a sin. No comments. She just did not even hear that. Oh, you have come after a long time, come sit down, take this oil, have a bath, eat." That was the mother. Was she trying to overlook the defects? Was she trying to give lenience to Amjad by this? No. She was trying to emphasize the higher aspect in Amjad, trying to correct him through love by emphasizing the positive aspect in the thief. There's a beautiful incident in the mother's life which I would like to narrate. When she went to Chennai and Bangalore, there was a young boy by the name Swami Atmajnanandaji who used to come to mother. He was a young boy, a Brahmin boy, and if you remember, in South India, the Brahmins have a huge tuft of hair which is tied in a nice big ball. So the Holy Mother used to comb his hair, apply oil, and caress him with love, give him sweets to eat. The boy loved Holy Mother very much, so much so that later on, till his last day, he never cut his hair or allowed anybody to touch the hair because Mother had touched the hair. He maintained it so well, he would clean it regularly and comb it just like the Mother had taught him, and kept the hair till his last days. Muthuswami Iyer. There is another young boy. This boy, Muthuswami, was a Brahmin. When Mother went to Bangalore, she found a young boy standing near the gate. She could see from her room that there was a young boy waiting near the gate. She asked the devotees, "Why is he not coming inside?" The devotees said, "He belongs to a lower caste. He is afraid to come inside the mutt." The Mother sent a devotee, "Please bring him inside. Bring him to me." The young boy was brought to Mother. The Mother took him on her lap, caressed him, asked somebody to bring new clothes for him. He got a nice bath, wore new clothes, ate a lot of sweets from Mother, and Mother asked him to come every day. The boy used to come every day. Mother stayed in Bangalore for 3 days, and the boy used to come every day to Mother. His name was Adi Moolam. He was a young boy at that time. And on the last day, one of the Brahmin devotees invited Mother to his house for the afternoon prasad. All the devotees who had come, Radhu and others who were there with Mother, they were also supposed to go to the Brahmin's house. The Brahmin had made elaborate arrangements. He was very happy that Sri Ramakrishna's wife, the great Holy Mother, will be coming to his house. But then Mother put a condition. She said, "You see, I am willing to go to your house, but this boy, Adi Moolam, will go with me." Now, this Brahmin started hesitating. He was a boy from a lower caste. Mother said, "Nothing doing. If you want me, then you have to allow this boy to come and eat with me." The Brahmin readily agreed. Otherwise, Mother would not be going. So Mother took him to her, along with her, to the house, and thereby changed the attitude of that devotee Brahmin. This is how Mother silently left a mark. She did not say, "I am going to revolutionize the society. I have come to change the society. This is bad, this is good, do this, do that." No do's and don'ts. But at the same time, through her love, through her concern, through her understanding of the human psyche, how she could change people, change society by her very life. If we look at the Mother's life, there are so many things to learn from her. The most important thing that we should learn from her is concern for the other. Probably this is the greatest thing that the Mother has shown in her life, trying to keep herself behind and putting others forward. If you see her small house in Nahabat, the small room, or in the Shampupur Bati, can we just imagine that a person staying in that small place could think of the whole world, whole universe as her own? That is what we have to achieve. That is what we have come to this world to achieve. And I pray to the Mother that she gives us that universal outlook by which we can make everyone our own. Namaskar.